David Quintana, what's up, buddy? How you doing tonight? Okay, there we go. Whoa, that was super scary. Damn, this thing. Okay, let's see if I can tag Stan this time. Well, let me do it. Huh. Let's see. Oh, thank you, Brian Rose. Yeah, I haven't really done too much to him. I just kind of increased his muscle mass, gave him some larger muscles. That's just like a sketch for his chest. We're not done with that, but he was Daredevil. When I'm done with him, he'll be like a venomized Daredevil. Put some little spikes and tendrils on his arms and weapons, stuff like that. And then I covered up the top left corner. It used to say issue 1, and then bottom left corner, I'm going to cover that in black paint. So that's the plan. We're going to get pretty close to done with it. And I think it's going to look pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. My fingerprints can kind of look like Del Otto's texture, so it's going to look pretty decent when we're done, I think. Probably take these over, guys. There you go. Okay, that's it for people I needed to. Taking a break from my personal stuff now, doing commission, and finally buying up Photoshop. Nice. There you go, man. There you go. My buddy came over and helped me do that. Yeah. Not so great with software, you know. Cliffy present. What up, Cliffy? How you doing tonight, buddy? Fucking badass so far. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. Pretty good. I just kind of went over his body, made it a little bit buffer. Added some tentacles, and like that forearm's much wider and buffer than the one that was on there. But you know, I'm not adding too much to it. And that's not what his face will look like when it's done. But the basic shapes are there. You got it. Just gonna keep it to just red, white, and black on this cover and make it classy, and then cover up. There was a trademark up here that said issue 1, you know, etc. Marvel, and then down here I'm gonna cover up the barcode. Make it classy. Thank you, thank you. I can't take too much credit for this though, because this is mostly just, you know, me revising over Del Otto. In fact, I want to look at this cover. Well, he's always going down about it, we know. 'Cause we are all just running, and I think your politics. And we are all just there you go. Somebody buy me a drink. I think that rock, leave it. 'Cause we all wanna party, wanna get rolling. Blah, 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 blah. And we all get together when we bury a friend. Blah, 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 blah. It's the tale of the long years since I've been seeing your face. Blah, 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 blah. Now it's it, and I've been dead in this place. Well, my man Austin, what's up? John Whitley, how you doing, buddy? Every time I start streaming, somebody makes trouble in the crane group. So let me know if I need to give someone the what for. Talking to you, Mario. Are you out there? Are you listening? Mario, are you out there? I'm a huge fan. Thank you. Not much to be a fan of, but I can appreciate it. You should have a little bit of rain splatter on his weapon too, right? Just a little bit. While I'm at it. It seems like a fair assessment. If his shoulders would be getting rain on them, then so would his weapon, right? You're kidding me? On the road to becoming a legend. Yeah, bruh. I love that. I agree. I'm all on board for that. If I didn't think that, I wouldn't be drawing on comics. You know, like you got to be pretty confident. That's my best quality, I would say, is I'm just confident as shit. I'm really having fun adding this rain on here. It can be anything. Stay hungry. Yep. That's exactly what Clayton would say. He would try to keep me wanting it. So I think I've locked in that mindset. Like no matter how much praise or success I get, I think I'm gonna just kind of just know that it could all. It's basically no different than when you start, basically. So just keep, starting to think about it is kind of the trick. Always be willing to say no and don't think about it. Just keep moving. Meanwhile, this rain is looking just fabulous. Ryan Rose, I gotta ask out of curiosity, you ever done the Rhode Island Comic Con? I've been to Emerald City Comic Con and that's it. So no, I have not. But I'd love to start. I'd love to start doing that. How does that look? I just added all this kind of rain effect on his tentacles and shoulder, because that's what he's got in the original book, right? So I just wanted to make sure that we get that in there. I decided to put a little more in there than what's in the book because I figured I could use a little more. And it's really fun to do. Coming along good, bro. Thank you. Okay, just thank you. Just curious. If you ever did, I'd be sure to say hello. There you go. Well, yeah. Look out. Maybe I will. You never know. Looking well made with the rain. I can only assume it's just the beginning. Yeah. I mean the rain. I'm probably not going to do any more with the rain, but we're almost. The rest of the body's not. Still a work in progress. Because I'm looking at the original cover right now, and it doesn't really have too much more rain on it. I've put a lot more rain on it than it originally had because I think it looks nice, but I don't want to overdo it with the rain splashes. Just a little bit here or there is good, so I think that's probably good. That makes a good outline over his body. And I'm going to have to go over his whole title there to make sure it looks decent. Oh, that was a bad move. No way for you. I'm waiting for you. I'm a huge Brandon Lee fan. I bet you could destroy a Crow commission. Absolutely. Yeah, Crane is a huge The Crow and Brandon Lee fan. I respect him. I really don't have too much attachment to it. I remember when I was a kid, I saw the Crow. I think I saw the first one and the second one, but it was decent. I mean, it wasn't like anything too special to me, but I could see how when it came out, it was probably pretty awesome. But yeah, it's a damn shame what happened to Brandon Lee. But that was I'm surprised we haven't seen some kind of a resurgence of The Crow in either a television or a movie, something like that, you know. You'd expect to see it by now, is what I guess I mean to say. We've been rehashing remakes for 20 years now, and somehow The Crow has escaped that. It's funny to see what shows we haven't remade at this point, right? It's like, what hasn't gotten a remake? Maybe they did remake The Crow and it was so bad that they buried it, right? So it's like you never know what these Hollywood bigwigs got under their sleeves. Wow. That is some freaking wet paint right here, boys and girls. This is like defusing a bomb. Sweet mother of God, that was... Whew. That was scary. Okay, well, what's going on? They tried to redo The Crow because they haven't found the right actor. Ah, good. Your art rules. Thank you, Chris Wesley. Thanks, Biddy. This is just a revision, though. I mean, everybody's treating me like I did this cover, and I'm just kind of randomizing them a little bit. I wish I did this cover. Gabriel Del Otto did a pretty amazing Daredevil. Just so easy to do an homage, or not an homage, but do a revision over his guys. Very well formed, and they have a good composition for me to do what I do, which is, you know, paint over them, make them into a unique, more fun version. Not even necessarily more fun, but just something different, you know. I basically make variants that people wish existed, and I do it for a reasonable price that people can pay. And they can have a one-of-one variant cover of whatever they want. It has all the accoutrements and fun of being a real comic, and it is a real comic, and it's whatever you want it to be. That's the fun of comic books, right? Let's see how that dries. I hope whatever they do with TMNT is made better than what has been done. The only exception being Batman versus TMNT. Of course, I have actually the part 1 or part 2 of Batman versus TMNT. Oh, I got a like storm from Skylar. What's up, Skylar? Hey, buddy. I don't know if I was too vague, but I meant the movies. Oh, movies. Yeah, I don't know. Um, those old TMNT movies were great, but then they kind of fell off when they had the animated movies, so they got a classic that capture that classic fun aspect that they're just missing. They just want you to have a fun movie experience, which is cool, but it's not what we want. What we want is something like the cartoon. It didn't take itself very seriously, you know? What's up? Very Del Otto looking, as you mentioned before. Love it. Thank you. Absolutely. I've never gone over a Del Otto cover before, but he makes it pretty easy for you, so. Austin, I heard a song by Ghost BC earlier called Square Hammer that has a ton of Masonic references. It makes me wonder if Papa Emeritus the Third is a Mason. Who knows, man? I think what Ghost BC is a band where all the members wear masks, and it's like a corporate band, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. But what they do is they will sell spots, or they will give spots to upcoming artists, and then they will get to be known in the musical community as someone who was a member of Ghost. But the roster of the band changes all the time because it's everyone wears masks, so it could be a different guy for every show. And I think that, they probably don't write their own music. It's probably written by some corporate a-holes. And, yeah, lots of people are Masons. I wouldn't be surprised. That's fine. Masons are part of the ecosystem like anyone else, right? It's a really good theory, man. I like Ghost, though, even though, if that's the case, Year Zero, Circe, now Square Hammer, and a few other songs are really good. I hate Dance Macabre. That still plays quite often on Octane. Yeah, I'm not really a big Ghost person. My wife listens to him, but I do not find their songs to be just not for me, man. I don't know what their songs are exactly. They're very unique, very unique. We got to Rock on the Range. We go to Rock on the Range every year in Ohio, and I've seen them twice there, but not on the main stage either time. I'll tell you who puts on a good show: FFDP and Shinedown. Never good, knew how good Shinedown was until I saw it live. Yeah, I mean, for sure, Shinedown is pretty decent, right? FFDP. Let's see. Final Fantasy double penetration. I don't know. I don't know what that means. Five-finger death punch. Yas. Yas, king. He was doing this sort of cover of the Black Parade. It sounds like GW. Yeah, it was Gerard. I wanted to see a concert in Boston in 2019, but by the time I could get the money, My friends who were going ran out of the room. Ah, I hate that. It's happened to me. It's MCR. It's the first time I've heard this. There are a few secret songs, Under Pressure by Queen, covered by MCR, and Used is one of them that I know of. Yeah, that was Gerard doing some, it's like a live show or something. Like King Daggers of Heaven. What will save us? Everybody wants to change the world. Everybody wants to change the world, but no one wants to do it. Saw them at Darien Lake, New York, right after Danger Days came out. It was the Civic Tour, and they were with Blink-182. One of my favorite show I've ever seen. Nice. My favorite MCR lyrics are from Famous Last Words when he says, I see you lying next to me. Words I thought I'd never speak. Awake and unafraid, asleep or dead. Yeah, those are good lyrics. Absolutely. Yeah, I love his lyrics. They're always really good. Gerard Way. Did you tag him? Is he on Facebook? Oh, he's a thing. He's a group page thingy. I love his comics as well, especially Umbrella Academy. Yeah, Umbrella Academy comics are fucking spectacular. The show is, the first season was decent, but the comics are better. In any case, he is to music, what Clayton is to me in the comic industry, trend-setting trailblazers. Yeah, absolutely. I totally see that. He's a genius, just on the same caliber as Clayton, I'd say. Friend Nathaniel, are you going to bring out the horns? Curious. Nope, those are as big as the horns are going to get. I assume you meant bring out the horns. They are about twice as big as they were on the original cover, and that's all you get. It's because Daredevil generally doesn't have very long horns, and I didn't want to give him super long horns for this cover. I think he looks classy with those little horns there. I think it's going to look pretty decent. Even his solo album, Hesitant Alien, I don't know, starting to sound like a psycho fanboy, but he's a musical genius, talented all around. That doesn't sound like a psycho fanboy. You sound like you're just a fan of his music. I think that you're right. I think he's good. I haven't heard that solo thing, I don't think, but I'll have to check that out. One of my best buddies is all about LSD in particular, but psychedelics in general, and listens to nothing but Ween. Like Halloween? I've never heard of it. They'll go insane about detail by each and every song when I'm around, and I should say he's seen them over 50 times. I never heard of them. Generally, Ween makes me laugh. There's a couple songs I like. And then there's a million that give me headaches, but I tolerate them for him. Oh, that's nice of you. My patience runs short with bad music I don't enjoy, but Halloween? Is that what you're talking about? Halloween? It's the only band I know of with a title like that. Ween is one of those bands that if you know, you know. Like, there's a crazy culture, dude. These people sell homemade pins. Just Ween to answer your question for like $100 or more. Oh my god. It's got more pins than I do comics. No way. Which is insane because their actual value is purely sentimental unless you are dealing with Ween culture. I have 4 or 5 he's given me, but they're just tossed in a drawer here. Alright, shutting my ass up now. Interesting. I've never heard of them. Sounds like Juggalos, but I have no idea what you're talking about. Honestly, never heard of them. I hope your buddy doesn't read this chat. He'll be like, those are special pins. You're not supposed to just toss them in a drawer. They're special. You'll have to be like, I'm sorry, I love your pins. He's like, do you really? Yes, I love them. He's like, oh, thank you. Alright, I need to go over this again with red. I'm gonna go over the title one more time because this is. I got 3 shades of white going on up here, and that is not bueno. I gotta have 1 shade of white. And it should be white, not off-white. Darling, are you feeling alright? To grab a pail. Friends are all friends, oh just. Are you seeing inside? The wolves are alive and all our faces, all our faces wrong. But why run away? Why? And all we're feeling slowly comes and all we're fearing comes to all us. It may be adequate. Okay, let's see. What do I need to do next on this guy? Sorry, Robert, we're rolling the telephone. Holds us to the ground, and the earth itself will swallow us all. Look at you here. Didn't like that. That's so good. Dude, this cover is fire. It's at this point where personally I would touch up a couple small things, finish what's left, and be done. Love it. Dude, it's gonna be the one lucky mofo. Yeah, he had a great idea, and I am pretty much close to being done with it, so just need to go over it with a little bit of red and then fix a little bit of the rain, and then I'll be done with it. Matre, the fuck off, piece of bitch. Sorry, kids. There's like a smudge of black that got in my nice white title here. Nothing makes me more upset than when I just laid down some paint and I'm like, ah, error, mistake. I was enjoying it. Whenever I'm doing a cover like this where it's like I'm just kind of putting my touch on someone else's art, I try to, one, keep as much of their art intact as I can, and two, which in this case I was unable to do. I had to go over the whole thing, but that's okay. I kept the shapes and stuff, right? But do that, and then when you're making choices like shading and shapes and stuff, do what they would do. What would they do in this situation, right? So I'm kind of doing like a homage to them and their work. So you know, take artistic liberties like adding rain and stuff, but like figure out what would they think would be cool. I think that really came out good. His chest symbol. Let's take a look. Pretty close. Almost there. Needs a little bit of something. Christopher Stromlin sent me a pic, and it is... Ooh, nice. Yeah, I was looking at your hair earlier, and I noticed it was kind of stringy, but that looks good, right? It's mixing with the tentacles to where really the only thing that should differentiate between the tentacles and the hair, or is the color and the shape of some of it. And obviously, the tentacles can go any direction they like, but the hair has to follow rules. So looks good, man. Shadow play is sick. I'll give you $200 to give him a nub and a peg leg coming out his right leg. Do it for the memes. Brutal. No, I'd never do it. You could Photoshop that though. Oh, my video broke. I'm still here. It seems to be broken. That's okay. There it goes. Alright, where was I? Let's see. Almost done. You're still here? Did Zoe get her book? She's going to love that more and more. She gets older, man. Yeah. I mean, she's a 0-year-old baby right now, but yeah, she did have it sent out to her. I think she's in Europe, so it might not be there yet. I haven't checked on the tracking recently, but I haven't lost a package yet, so I'm not too paranoid about it. I'm sure it'll get where it's going, because I pack things pretty good, so people say. You have honest customers is the biggest thing. Yeah, if someone said they lost their book, that would suck. I don't know. I don't really have any refunds set up. I don't have a refund policy or anything, but, you know, I don't know. I hope that if that happens, it's honest, and if it happens, I mean, all I can do is just refund them, and that's it. If I know for sure that they lost it. Oh man, I had the perfect teeth and I just busted his teeth out. I hate when I do that. There we go. Much better. Much better. He just went out. What the hell is going on? Is it back up now? I think there might be heavy winds in my area, so I might be losing my